Okay. It is not in any way up to them and their responsibility to raise awareness about this. Now it's up to each and every one of us to raise awareness and to demand justice. Not the least people who have a platform, not the least people who are, for example, climate justice activists, human rights activists all over the world, but who are now silent on this during COP. So it is not in any way up to only Armenian activists to raise awareness about it.
How can Gen Z impact in the global issues right now? How can we demand climate justice? Gen Z.
Yeah, I mean, in every possible way. I mean, the power of them has been proven time and again. Once we go more things, there are very with the student movement, uprising, and for example, the school testing. We also have to explain to the older generations that we are not going to let them get away with their bullshit anymore and that they get away with and just say that we are not going to fix it.
Thank you so much.
How to raise awareness in countries where climate change for environment isn't the number one priority, where people are on the verge of a new war, for example, every day? How to raise awareness in countries where this is not the number one issue?
I mean, it's obvious, and I think people who are living under repression every day understand that better than anyone, of course, that we cannot be talking about climate justice, we cannot be talking about the environment if people do not have even their basic human rights. So that's why human rights and the climate crisis and environmental issues has to go hand in hand. We need to simultaneously, as we are demanding human rights and demanding freedom and justice, we also need to raise awareness about the climate emergency and to explain how these issues are interconnected.
Do you think that animal exploitation is also part of the environmental problems? It's usually being excluded from the...
No, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, of course. Both when it comes to the climate and environment, the same industries, the same systems that are exploiting animals, as you say, are the same ones that are destroying nature and also exploiting humans and destabilizing the biosphere, the very living conditions we all depend on to survive. So, of course.
Maybe you already know that COP17 in Armenia in 2026 will like to help.
It is definitely possible. I would love to come back. I have had very lovely days spent here, meeting amazing people and seeing amazing nature. So I would love to come back.
In 2026.
We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, so not even. I don't know what I'm doing later today. So 2 years. But I would love to come back.
Thank you.
And we have a question from the journalist. Do you consider COP a truly useful event in a fight for environmental protection, or is it just a cover for corporate actions, and is COP even necessary?
Yeah. I think we have to stop pretending that conferences like the COP that currently are not leading to any even close to meaningful climate action that we need. For example, last year we saw an all-time high of greenhouse gas emissions, and 2024 is said to be the hottest year ever recorded. These COP processes are failing us. It's very, very clear to anyone who's paying any attention. And we need to stop pretending that these conferences that are being held, again, in countries with no respect for basic human rights, that these countries who get to set the agenda, that their interests are people and planet's well-being. Of course, that's bullshit. And we have to call that out. While also having these conferences as greenwash platforms for politicians to pretend that they're taking action. Of course, it's also greenwashing the human rights abuses that these countries are committing. So it's both greenwashing and greenwashing the climate action and greenwashing their ethnic cleansing.
Հիմա գնում ենք մարտի նախագահի հայաստանյան գրասենյակի ղեկավարի այ